ended up planning to be a certain place, and instead here I am. This is not where I planned to be, but I'm okay with that because it has one of those really cool Connor created maps on that app that I have on my phone. Let's see, in case you didn't watch my last video. It's oh, see if I can get this where it's not glaring. Anyway, this is the pit that I'm at. It's Mineland Wildlife Area, doesn't say, but the app is field maps. This one right here. And when you click on that, it takes you, you can, wherever you are, it will show you an aerial view. This happens to be a pit that Connor had come in with his boat and grafted from one end to the other, and I like it. I like the looks of this. I mean, holy cow. I was going to go to pit 45, or I mean area 45 again, because there's one pit next to West Mineral Lake that I wanted to fish, but today was a really popular day for that pit, because when I got there, there were 3 trucks and trailers, and so it was being definitely heavily fished. But man, I am so sad that I had to come to a place that looks like this. I mean, wow. Oh man. Oh hey, and the other thing is, when I first came down, walked down the ramp to take a look, right here I saw my snake. There was a snake that went shooting off into the water, and as soon as it made it into the water, this little bass, probably about a 12-incher, came charging right at it. And the snake was probably about 2 feet long. So I saw my snake, and I saw a bass try to eat my snake. I'm thinking this could be a really good choice to be here. I see on the map that the deepest part of this pit is right past those branches back there. When you go through, it's like 31 feet deep, if I remember correctly. And then right in here, it's 20-something feet deep, and the same with all the way through here. It's a nice little deep channel, but we got trees out there as well. I'm going to stick with my crankbait until I lose it on an underwater tree. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to this, so I will quit talking and get going. Stuff. So, first switch. I haven't even made it 5 minutes in. Oh, hey, speaking of minutes, what time is it? When am I getting started? It seems as though it's my usual time. 11:15. Okay. You know, it's more like it. There's a nice tree structure down here in the water. And I just found it with my jackhammer. Okay, so yes, I'm out here fishing to catch the state record bass, but I'm also here to show you these pits and what they have to offer. And this pit is just really, really incredible. I mean, this is the back end of it, but look at the trees in the water. I don't know if they were, some of these were put here, you know, by Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks, or if they were just here naturally and when it flooded. But standing timber there and here, that was all, looks like it was part of the original package. Trees out here in the water. So it's really kind of at your own risk to use a deep diving crankbait and think that you're going to keep doing it cast after cast. But this pit, like so many of them, oh, this is back towards the boat ramp. Come down the way here. But this pit is actually about 4 to 5 feet, definitely 4 feet below where it normally should be. You can see where that line of like ferns is growing right there. Looks like fern, but the water should be up to the base of that. And obviously it is not. But anyway, this is just one section of the pit. I'll show you the other when I get there. Didn't even have to move it. Wow. What a warmouth. Holy cow. Look at this dude. Wow. I think I need to pop the bail on this. Put this dude in here. Whoa. See? Okay, cool. Wasn't as hooked as bad as I thought. Man, look at the how beautiful this fish is. They are really aggressive fish too. How nice. Thank you. Man, he hammered. Ooh. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Man, I admire your gumption there, buddy. Okay, change of plans altogether. So, the sexy shad deep diving lure. I like the deep diving part of that, but the rattles, oh, I like its color too, but the rattles I don't think are necessary. This water doesn't look that clear, but it really does have some pretty good visibility. So I'm going to put on the Fat Wrap crawdad color. Big body, deep diving, nice wobble, no rattles. See what happens with this. Okay, so we started door number 1. Just came through door number 2, and now here's door number 3. It definitely doesn't look like it has the same kind of tree structure in it that the other ones did. This is the deeper part. Hey, I need to get my app. And see if I show up as a blue dot. Let's see. That's a picture. I need to actually get. Oh yeah, there I am. Yay! Man, zeroing right in on me. Right in front of me is 31 feet of depth. Wasn't paying attention. Red breast, I guess. Got it. Wow. So again, you can tell where the pit should be, way up yonder. It is way down. Which makes me wonder, that back there, yeah, those willow trees would be sticking up out of the water. How cool. But anyway, so real quick, from this view of the third section of this, nice steep bank right here, going down back into that. That side over there doesn't look quite as steep. It does have, appears to be a little bit more structure along the bank. I see some branches. I'll work back up that side on my way out. But it's a nice pit. It's got a good boat ramp. It's pretty steep ramp of gravel getting up out of the place. But you know, I've seen plenty of bluegill. So if you like bluegill, and for me, that's if I'm gonna keep fish to eat, which I don't, but when I used to, man, I think bluegill's probably the best. They're kind of a pain to clean. You don't get much out of them, but I think they taste really good. But this is a good pit for them. And those little bass. Come out here with night crawlers or shiners and some bobbers, and you will have a fun time, I'm sure. Look at that. That's what I call an appetite. First cast with the devil's horse. Wow, man, he got pinned everywhere but in the mouth. Okay. Easy. Oop. There you go. Sploosh, away he goes. I really wanted it to go. Man, this little guy smacked it. Wouldn't you know? A green sunfish, I guess. Interesting. Got a bluegill, a warmouth, and a green sunfish. I believe that's what this would be called. There you go. Thank you. Whew. Man, that's a hungry fish. Hammer. Still going at it. Seriously, think about it and get back to me. Holy cow, dude. Another warmouth. Yeah, no, sure. Oh, it didn't feel too good there, stuck in your belly. Look at the beautiful color. Whoa! Sorry. Oh, how about that? Another bass. Another small bass. But hey, it's a bass nonetheless. Maybe a little bit bigger than they've been. Maybe the biggest one of the day. Maybe a 10 1/4. But hey, I appreciate their enthusiasm, especially being in the middle of the day like this. Well, when you can pull in something like this, you know it's not very big. My goodness, I'm telling you what. I guess I need to come back in about 2 or 3 years. As soon as they hit the water, this is a scrappy little guy. And by little, I mean little again. Wow. And barely hooked. Hey there, buddy. You sure wanted it. Another one. And smaller. Hey, didn't think that was possible. Yet there it is. You guys are just barely hooked. Thankfully. Okay, so we're back in the middle spot, boat ramp. I say it is kind of steep, but if you have 4-wheel drive, that's nothing. Wow, that was a fairly nice sized fish over there, playing in the shallows. I get the feeling that there's probably big bass in here too, but this could be like more of a stunted pit. Too many little guys. All right, well, I'm not exactly sure what this pit unit is here, but this is what it consists of. 3 different areas that all have deep water in them. Each one, I mean, the shallowest out in the middle is like 20 feet deep, and then the furthest one is 31, I think, is what it said on the map. You know, middle of the day, from 11 to, I think it's, let me check, I think it's about 2 o'clock, 2 something, yeah, 2:48, almost 3 o'clock. So that time that I fished, 3 hours or so, smack dab in the middle of the day, but boy, those little guys were sure all over it. Bass, warmouth, green sunfish, a bluegill. So, you know, it's a really cool looking pit. And like I say, it's down at least 4 feet. So imagine this, you know, filling up 4 feet. The water would be right underneath that tree there. That would be all underwater. So lots of structure in here. Apparently lots of beaver work too. That kind of looks like beavers might have had a hand in it. But it's got a good boat ramp. It's got lots of fish. If you want to bring your young'un out, and make sure that really any of these pits you go to, if you have a bobber and worms, minnows, whatever, you're probably going to have a real fun time. I don't care what time of day it is, because man, they'll eat those worms up all day long. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will try to get to that pit that I had planned to go to today. Next, we'll see. I just don't like to encroach, you know. Three people are already there, so I didn't want to add to the clutter. That's probably the most people that I've ever seen at a pit at one time. But that's great. That means people are getting out and taking advantage of this wonderful resource that we have here. And again, be sure, if you're thinking about it, check that map that I have at the very beginning of this. Well, it's underneath. If you go and look at the description of the video, I always put a link in there for it, and get the app for your phone, because man, that is so cool. You too can be a blue dot on a pit, whether it's been graphed or not, because like the pit I was at last night, it had not been, but there I was, the little blue dot. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, and most of all, subscribing. I appreciate that a whole lot. Till next time, get out and enjoy the beautiful outdoors.